Hello, my amazing Patreons. Surprise! You get your April 1st video. I've worked my butt off in order to get this completed for you, and I will get it edited and I will get it posted. But remember the poppies that we made last, well, I just made them a few days ago. But this is the piece that I made out of the poppies. And you will get full instructions, of course, on this video on how to do it. I do love how this has turned out. It has a lot of dimension. It's a 10-inch by 20-inch canvas. I do have a second canvas here. Ta-da! So I have enough poppies for 2 of them, and they're going to go like this. Once I get the second one finished, hopefully after my trip, because if I'm obsessed enough that I have to do the second one right away, I'm going to be really annoyed with myself, because that's being too obsessive. But I need to go take a shower, and I need to get laundry done, and I need to clean my house, and I need to get this video edited, and I need to get packed. I'm super excited about my trip. But I will be a few days into my trip by the time that you guys get this video. I'm going to try to schedule it and all that good stuff. Let's see, April 1st, I will still be in Paris. Woohoo! Can't wait. All right, everybody, I hope that you are doing well. Remember, your drawing prize for April is going to most likely be ephemera from France, Rome, Italy, Florence, Bologna, Geneva. So I'm going to go around and just pick up little free pieces of paper, and that will be the prize. For April is a whole bunch of ephemera. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for. Unless I make something really cool in the interim. All right, everybody. Oop, the hummingbird's back. Love you bunches, and we'll chat soon. Okay. Hello, artists. I don't know why this is on my desk. Just trying to clear up things here a little bit. I know that you didn't expect a video out of me for the Patreon here at the beginning of April. I'm going to try to get this finished for you and edited and scheduled so that you have a video for April 1st. I'm working with the poppies that I made and with the paperclay. So this video for April is going to be applying those poppies to a canvas, painting them, painting the canvas, and I've actually have 2 of these. They're 10 by 12, and I'm going to make them so that they can be hung side by side, so that you have something that is 40 inches long by 10 inches tall. So they can be sold together or sold individually. So I thought about taking one of my deli sheets, or a lot of my deli sheets, and just kind of piecing them together over the top of all of this base layer. I did not go through and video the base layer. If you would like to see, if you need to see how I did this step by step, go back and find one of the videos, and it's called Prepping the Canvases. And basically, it's just putting down bits of ephemera underneath. And then I did put a strip of this Ideology Avery here. That's those birds there, just for some extra contrast. And then this is the melange over the top of it. It's just a Again, it's the tissue paper from Tim Holtz. And I just was wanting as much interest in the background as possible. I think what I've decided is that I'm going to take the texture paste that I made, and I'm going to put some texture down on this, and then I'm going to paint it. I'm going to see if I need to I don't think I need to use the deli sheets on this particular one, although as we know I do love how they turn out. So this one's just ready for something cool on it, isn't it? So yes, we just prep it by putting down our dictionary pages and our music sheets and some little random images, all sorts of little pieces of paper. And then this is a very nice, actually it has some texture to it, but it's quite smooth due to that melange being over the top of it. So I have a really nice base to work with right now. I think the stencil will be cool over the top of it. I'm just going to put some texture. While I'm doing that, I'm also going to be editing a video, so hopefully that all works together. And I'm going to just put you on fast forward so that I can do 3 things at once as normal. Okay, guys. But we all know how to stencil, and do watch the stencil paste video that hopefully will have come up. I'll probably schedule it for the beginning of April also. So super quick and easy texture paste. Alright guys, here's your video. I'm going to try to get you in screen there. Okay, we'll chat soon. Mwah! Bye. Okay guys, I have this down on both canvases. I'm just kind of giving it a sky feeling there, right? This one I did first, this one I did second, this one I just let dry a touch. Oh, good. Okay, I did go out and I washed off that stencil immediately. It's very, very important that you do that right away. Alright, I love this shape. You guys have seen me use this one a lot. So, I'm not going to put it everywhere. I'm looking for just some interesting patterns, some interesting texture, some, you know, I have plans. Of course, I don't know exactly what that plan is. It should be pretty standard for me. I never know where something's going to go until it gets there. My computer's not plugged in, so it keeps shutting off here. Oh, come on, restart. I'm trying to edit the ATC cards. which I need to get this up, and it is the 19th today, but you probably won't get this until April 1st-ish. I'm just doing some basic shapes in here, just something interesting. Hopefully it doesn't screw it up, right? It could screw it up, I don't know. That one's a really cool shape, but that shape could be changed there. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this script stencil and I'm turning it on its side. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to make something that feels like the field. So this will give me a vertical element, but it also gives me kind of a sideways element to, I don't know, accentuate kind of the weeds growing in the field. That's what I'm looking for. I hope it'll work. I don't know if it'll work. Just looking for a linear element in here. And then I'll go in and do another linear element also. Remember that your smallest detail will come forward and your largest will go backwards. So that's kind of the concept here of why I'm layering like this. These will stay hopefully somewhat in the background. It's going to be, pretty subtle, hopefully. We don't want everything filled in, of course. Some taller, some shorter. Trying not to push super hard on the stuff underneath because it's not fully dry. But it's given us some cool squiggle lines. have been making their own texture paste for years and years and years. Can you see it? Oh, hi! Hi. What are you doing? What are you doing, kid? Measurements, I'm sure, somewhere out there. Hi. Hi, handsome. I know what goes into it, and that's what concerns me. That was pathetic. For me. What are you gonna do with that ball? What are you gonna do with that ball? Okay, so this was just sanded down. This is the second one. Now this background is really interesting. It's kind of a combination of all the different things that we've been doing for the last month or so. You know, this really has that feeling of the Journal with Me project that we did. This has the ATC effect that I really liked. The layering has the piccola, very reminiscent of that. I mean, this is just turning out super, super cool. I'm very happy with this. Now, for the creme de la creme. Oh, wait, there was something else I wanted to do. Okay, so this one needs to dry here a little bit. And we'll bring back canvas number 1, canvas number 2. This had just had that second sanding on it. And I wanted to go through and do a little bit. Okay, so this is the purple archival. Now you might wonder why I'm picking up purple. The opposite of orange is kind of a purpley blue. So this will really make this pop. So let's see what happens if we kind of drag this red. Give our border here, of course. Okay, so I kind of like how this looks. We probably need a little bit more goldiness in here. But we're just adding some more reds. And some more, this is just distressed ink. This is not permanent ink. We don't want to take down all the gorgeous work that we've done, but we do kind of want to tone it down just a touch here. Again, we want a super vintage feel, of course. Let's see. The purple I think is almost out here. So, all right, this is the gold. So I need to take it down before I put this on it. Ooh, nope, I don't. is so beautiful. And I think that will be a very fitting background for our gorgeous poppies. I think it will. I think it will. So here is the before step. So I'm just going to let those dry, and I will be back in the morning to take a look at it. See if I need to bring it down again, sand it down in here, just to bring up a couple more highlights. This. I think these are really stunning. Love it. Yeah, just a little bit up there, a little bit up there. Alright guys, I'm going to go to bed, and then I'm going to wake up in the morning and work on this once again. Alright, sleep well, have a good night. Alright, bye-bye. Okay guys, even though I love these backgrounds the way they are, which they are very yummy, I wanted to have a little bit of this leaf shape that this stencil has. So instead of applying the poppies right now, which I could have easily have done, probably should have done, considering how much I've messed around with the paint and the color so far, it's a little bit silly to put another layer over the top. Right? 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 So, why am I doing this? Because I wanted one more layer of texture. Because I wanted this leaf form. You know, the poppies have kind of a dandelion leaf shape to them. So, I'm doing a very abstract rendition of that leaf form. I'm varying the shape and the pattern somewhat. And it's nice that this texture paste dries as quick as it does, as fast as it does. I need to get this done so that you guys can have it. It is currently March 21st. So I know that you will need this video posted by the 1st of April. And in order to do that, I need to get the editing done on it. And of course, I'm futzing. But this piece is really very cool, so I don't want to mess it up and not do something to make it, you know, the best that I can make it. So, I'm taking the extra step. Now, since these already have a tone to them, I don't actually have to completely paint them, right? Things that I can do to paint these. Take the acrylic paint over the top of it, right? Or just run the ink pads over the top. But this needed to be done before I add in the poppies here. right? Because the poppies are one of our last steps, actually. I wanted these line elements also. That we got mushed up. A little bit mushy in there. We don't care if it's a little bit mushy. We're adding texture, so texture comes in all. I don't know if I want it super symmetrical. And stick that guy right there. Okay, guys, I have been doing crazy stuff here. Okay, so I wanted the stems for the poppies to really stand out. So I did a quick crocheted, here. Basically, you take your one end here, take a knot, grab through this. Oops. It's hard with my hands covered in paint already. But, so that's how I made this little braid, just out of yarn. See? So then, of course, I've got to make it as bright of green as possible, because I want it to come forward the most, and then I'll also be able to color it as we go along. So, and I've made 16, 17, 18 of these. I know I'm nuts. I need to, you know, be getting ready for my trip. And here I am making braided stuff. I know, I'm crazy. I'm completely crazy here. Now, this will be, beyond the red, it'll be the most intense color out of all of them. And then to get them to kind of flatten out, or be more stem-like, I'm just twisting them, so that it's causing the braid to flatten. Because I'm insane. But I wanted this, you know, the stems of poppies are very important. And the painting that I did of my poppies, you know, the stems are very elegant. They're very expressive. They are not just a straight stem. And if you're not familiar with what you're, you know, trying to replicate, be sure to go online and just look at reference photos, or in a book, or, you know, to the library, which nobody does anymore, of course. But, and the variation of color is very important. Got this guy right here. There we go. Making little friendship bracelets. And I did just do some straight yarn here also, because I want some smaller things for in the back. And I did use some of the luminary green also paint here. Okay, so I'm just doing another round of sanding here. Now I put the brightest colors on the largest stencils, right? So I'm creating depth by bringing the lightest, brightest, most intense colors forward. But I still have to knock it back a bit because we still want to see the stencil and the texture paste. But doing it light enough that it some of the paint still stays on there. Alright, here's our first one. Or second one, whichever one it is. Let's grab this little mini archival ink. Doesn't matter, it's just a green color. Let's see what that looks like when we use it on here. We want to pick it up, we don't want it to cover it up. It's a little bit covering it up, isn't it? Alright, so let's be sparing and paint with it more than just kind of running it over. You're supposed to be napping. Alright guys, I'm working on touching up here. And so these little marks are from when I was painting the centers, but I knew I was going to go back and cover those up. So I'm just taking a very fine paintbrush, small paintbrush. Now this is just some, I'm trying to make poppy color. So this is this Craft Smart, I don't know what color it is. Oh, Red Hot. This is just red. Now, poppies are a little more orange than they are red. And I want to make sure that these really shimmer, so I make sure that I'm putting a lot of the gold down with it. Right? Now these actually have little black specks on them. I don't think I'm going to worry about putting the little black specks on them. So what's happening here is I'm not getting very good coverage because of the type of paint I've chosen to use. So I'm going to grab out some heavy body paint, if I can find the red. Oh, there it is. Okay guys, so these are the actual colors that I used to paint these the first time. The cadmium yellow deep hue and the Paperclay red. Now I've got lighter body paint, which is the cheaper paint, and then this is heavy body paint. So the cheaper paint does not give you full coverage. So that's why sometimes it's nice to use a heavy body paint, because I'm looking for the lid for this guy. You get much better coverage with a heavy body paint than a cheap crap paint. Now, I use cheap paint often. You guys know that I do, but I also have this really good paint here for my acrylic paintings. Right? There we go. Now watch the difference. See how that didn't cover at all? And this covers beautifully. Hello! Okay, let me just look here and see. Oh, we've got a little touch up we need to do there. Beautiful. Okay, looking for the black. Okay, so you guys just watched me paint the highlights, and in this light it looks pretty extreme because I've decided that my source of light, the sun, is going to be from this direction, which is exactly the way my light shines on this. So by doing that, what I've done is I've double emphasized the light hitting it. Once this goes up on the wall though, it will bring a light source to it. See? It gives us dimension, extra dimension. I'll see if I need to adjust it again later, but the thing about these poppies is they really do have kind of this glow that's really amazing. So we're getting down to the wire here with this. Finally. It's been quite the adventure to make this piece. Here we go. Stabilo. And I've been using these Luminaire paints by Jacquard. I got a set of 8 for, I don't know, 35 bucks or something like that. And let me tell you, they are very, very cool to use. That one still feels pretty loose. I might dump some more glue into it. Let's see if this works. Just a touch of paint here. Or water, sorry. Okay guys, now what I'm doing is I'm painting shadows in the stems. Now why would I paint shadows in the stems? So that we can create more dimension. Right? More contrast, more dimension. We're not looking to do a thick, heavy line here. We're just looking to shade one side of it. I'm liking this little touch of blue back in here. Well, guys, I think that's it. So I will try to get a good picture of this or two, and I will try to get it edited and ready for you for your April project. So you guys saw me do all the components. You saw me do everything with this. So, you know, you all can make this. We've been learning about how to do this with our journaling, with our piccola, with our all of the different things that we've been using, right? All the stuff that we've done for the last 2 months outside of the circus book can lead us up to something as cool as this. Alright guys, I hope you have an excellent day. This will be hopefully my final video before I leave for my trip. It is March 21st. You will receive this video hopefully on April 1st if I can make it work. Okay guys, love you bunches, and I hope you try out making some flowers and making a background for yourself. It's a cool project, and I can say I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Let me see here one thing, because of course I can't be done until I'm totally done. What if I kind of split up these here a little bit? I don't mind that one being knotted. That one's good. Yeah, those are fine. Alright, everybody. Have a great couple of weeks here. And I promise I will be posting a ton of pictures. So we will see you all very soon. Love you. Mwah.